October 26 repeat presidential elections, many gathered to pray for the country as it faces a period of political uncertainty. The opposition, led by Raila Odinga, said it will boycott the rerun set for Thursday unless several demands are met, including the sacking of the chief executive of the Electoral Commission, Ezra Chiloba.
The first batch of ballot papers for Thursday's fresh presidential election have arrived in Kenya from Dubai. A statement from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission said the batch comprised of packages from countries that are far away from Nairobi.
We've received 16 tons of ballot papers for the fresh presidential elections, which will be held on Thursday, the 26th October 2017. We are still expecting more to come. This is the first batch of the ballot papers. On Monday, we'll be receiving 102 tons of steel ballot papers. And then on Tuesday, we'll be receiving the last batch of 102 tons of ballot papers.
2 other consignments were expected to arrive on Monday and Tuesday, ahead of the Thursday presidential election seen as a make or break for the country. Kenya's Supreme Court annulled the first elections held in August and won by incumbent Uhuru Kenyatta over procedural irregularities. Now the opposition, led by Raila Odinga, says it will boycott the election rerun if their demands are not met, including sacking the chief executive of the Electoral Commission, Ezra Chiloba, who is officially on a 3-week leave and will not be involved in the election.
The situation in the country right now is really critical, because apparently we're on the edge of a precipice. It's as though we are standing on the edge of a knife. So we really need to come together as Kenyans and dialogue, because dialogue is the only thing that will make us achieve the kind of peace and prosperity that we do require.
On Sunday, Kenyans prayed for the elections rerun and the country.
I ask you to join my prayers for peace in the world. In recent days, I'm following with close attention the situation in Kenya, which I visited in 2015. And I pray that the country be able to tackle the current difficulties in a climate of constructive dialogue, having a heartfelt quest for the common good.
In un clima di dialogo costruttivo.
Today we pray for our country. We all know that there has been a lot of political chaos in our country, and we're being urged by our bishops in Kenya that we take this time to pray for our country, especially now that we're preparing for another election.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission said that the elections will go ahead, and President Kenyatta has insisted the vote must be held.
Those who wish not to vote, I promise you that your rights not to vote shall equally be respected. But we must remember that no right supersedes the other.
We are telling Uhuru Kenyatta, you are not facing this innocent Kenya. If it is about the contest, you are facing Raila Odinga. Yes.
Odinga accuses the Electoral Commission of failing to carry out reforms, including the ouster of some officials accused of bungling the August elections. The Electoral Commission, however, said it has undertaken several reforms and changes on the ballot papers for the fresh presidential poll, which either have new or improved features as compared to the August 8 elections.